Hello to our viewers from New Zealand and around the world. Kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. We're tracking the weather around White Island and Bay of Plenty, but also the forecast for the rest of the country, as some areas are a little too dry and others are a little too wet. Let's kick off though with the animated wind map, and you can see in the Bay of Plenty region, White Island, right where I'm pointing, there is a southeasterly breeze. That means that any potential future eruptions or any other gas emissions are likely to be blown out to sea. But the downside is for those rescuers and those going out to the island that the wind will be chopping up the sea a bit. So the swells will be picking up a little bit as we go through the day, but at least it should stay dry. It is dry across most of the country at the moment, thanks to high pressure pushing on through, and it's a little cooler. You might have noticed that overnight and in the morning, just a little bit cooler than it has been. That's because the humid weather has disappeared. So when we take a closer look at Bay of Plenty around the Whakatane region, we've pointed out where White Island is. As you can see, southeasterly winds that will clear up the skies in this area. We've got showers to the north, thunderstorms that were seen last night offshore, a long way out at sea from the island. So just wanted to do an update for those people that are in the area who are working at the moment. Let's have a look now moving forward around New Zealand. And for Wednesday, we've still got that southeasterly flow to some degree to the north, but there's a low just off to the northeast. That's why we're getting those offshore thunderstorms. And as a result of that, there'll be a bit of rain that pushes in around East Cape and Gisborne, and a bit of cloud and showers. Activity might push into Bay of Plenty a little later on. Elsewhere though, it is mainly dry. There's a little bit of rain around Fiordland and a couple of showers moving over around some parts of Southland and Otago. As we head into Thursday, similar kind of setup, although the showers slide a little further down the eastern side of the North Island. Dry elsewhere, and dry in the South Island other than a couple of showers down around Fiordland. We're in a bit of a strange weather pattern at the moment. We're not really under high pressure or low pressure. We're sort of on the edges of it, and that's why our weather is a little bit unstable and a little bit sort of unpredictable. As we get in towards Friday, there is a little bit of rain coming back to the west coast. It's been a pretty good week for drying out after all the rain that's just fallen. Same story over in Canterbury. You've got a chance for those river levels to slowly drop. The rain coming through on Friday, the good news is every update we've seen has shown the rainfall totals getting lower and lower and lower, and this one now showing the front looking pretty weak as it moves through on Friday. But just be aware there might be an isolated heavy fall or two. And our final map for Saturday shows the leftovers of that front going into the North Island, maybe a little bit smaller in size, but potentially some heavier downpours. Isolated though, once again, as it moves on through, and the winds, they've turned to westerlies up here at the top of the country. High pressure is north of New Zealand, low pressure is south, and as we're heading towards the weekend, pretty much like the rest of this week, we're sort of around average air pressure. That is all from me. We'll catch you again on Wednesday with the latest.